Okay, so good morning to everyone. So in last lecture, we can study the various fundamental steps in image processing. Means what kind of step, what kind of operation we can apply on a image processing. So the basic aim of image processing is by using image processing, we can achieve our what are the imagination things, what are the imagination objects into the reality. So by using various uh, hardware and software components. So as we study the various fundamental steps in image processing, so we'll just give a small review to the each step. So there are a basic 10 steps that are called as the fundamental steps of image processing. So each step having its unique advantage and unique function. So first one is a image acquisition. So as we know, the process of capturing the image, म्हणजे आपण जी image capture करतो, that process is called as a image acquisition. So again, in order to improve the quality of image, the quality of overall image, we can apply image enhancement. And if we have to improve the particular object, a particular part of the entire image, then we can use a image restoration. So fourth block is a color image processing. Means we can use, instead of black and white image or grayscale image, we can use a color image uh, for our operations. So as we compare the color image, black and white image, and grayscale image, so it is easy to identify various information by using a color image. So nowadays, for image processing, we can use a color images. Then a wavelet and multi-resolution processing means it can divide an image into the number of angles. It may be a 30 degree, 60 degree, 90 degree. So by using wavelets, we can divide the image into the various angles. In the image compression, so in order to compact the size or reduce the size of image, we can apply various image compression techniques. So the size of image can be reduced by using image compression. The next one is a morphological processing. In morphological processing, we can deal with the edges and corners of the images. Then next is a segmentation. So the segmentation means we can divide the total image into the small number of blocks. So one single image can be divided into 10 number of blocks, 100 number of blocks, or 1000 number of blocks. Then the representation and description. So as we discussed, uh, representation and description means here also we can observe it is a image of human eye. We can provide label as the human eye. So it is called as a description. Means whatever the label we can provide to the image is called as a description. And the representation is how we can represent image in a X and Y plane. And last block is a object recognition. Means if an image consists of number of object, and from that number of object we have to identify a single object, that is called as a object recognition technique. Okay, so these are the fundamental steps. This is the important point in a image processing. Okay. So today we are going to study the structure of human eye. Okay, so we have to study the anatomy of human eye. Anatomy means what is the internal structure of human eye, what is the purpose of human eye, how the human eye can be functioned. Okay, so okay, so generally we can observe any images by using a human eye. So how our human eye can be work, what are the internal parts of human eye, what are the function of internal parts of the human eye. So that we have to discuss in today's lecture. Okay, so as we see a different type of images, so we can capture images with the help of cameras also. So there are different cameras. We can use different mobile phones, we can use different digital cameras. So by using that camera we can capture the images, and depending on the capacity of camera, means we can define the capacity of images in terms of pixels, megapixels. So we can call we have a 8 megapixel camera, we have a 16 megapixel camera, right? So depending on the megapixel, the quality of image can be determined. आता आपण मोबाईल मध्ये जो कॅमेरा यूज करतो, so depending on the megapixel range, So as we compare, there is a 8 megapixel camera and 16 megapixel camera. So obviously the 16 megapixel camera can capture the better image and it looks like better as compared to 8 megapixel. Right? But now if we capture the image with the help of eye, what is a megapixel of human eye? Do you have any idea? Yes. आता आपण मोबाईलचा मेगापिक्सल आपण we can easily identify it may be depending on the specifications. It may be 8 megapixel, 60 megapixel, 100 megapixel. But do you know what is the megapixel of our human eye? Any idea? Yes, anyone? किती असू शकतो? किती असेल?
576.
Right. So as we compare, our human eye can capture more accurate image than other digital cameras also. So the 576 megapixel is a too high as compared to our mobile phones or digital cameras. So we can see the object clearly, right? So the 576 megapixel uh, can be captured by using our human eye. Okay, so what are the internal part of the human eye? So there are the three important parts of our human eye. One is a sclera, fluoride, and retina. आता हे पार्ट काय आहेत? So if we consider the internal structure of human eye, and what are the function of internal structures? So there are three main parts. So we have a as we observe our human eye clearly, so there is a one white portion, then there is a one circle, and inside of circle there is a one black dot, right? So we can easily recognize these three parts of the human eye, right? One is a white portion, then there is a one circle, colored circle, and inside of colored circle there is a one black one that is called as a pupil, right? So using that pupil we can easily recognize the light and images. Okay. So first part is a sclera. So our internal muscle of the human eye can be attached, and it can provide our eye movement. Okay. So depending on these, we can maintain our shape of eye. So it is a chloride. So what are the blood vessels that are internally connected to our eye? So as we observe the second image, so it consists of number of blood vessels. So it may be a superior oblique, it may be a superior rectus, lateral rectus, medial rectus, inferior rectus. So these are the blood vessels that can be connected to our internal human eye. So depending on these blood vessels, so we can also call as an optic nerve. So that are that having a function, it can transmit the data to our human brain. जे आपण image capture करतो, जे आपण any object can be visualized by our human eye. जी काय आईनं image seen केली, so that information can be transferred to the human brain by using the various types of optic nerves. Okay. How the images can be acquired in our human eye? मग जर आपल्याला एखादी इमेज क्लिअर व्हिज्युअलाइज करायची असेल, सो देर इज अ two important parameters in our human eye. One is the iris and another is a pupil. So by using these two things, we can easily identify a image. The image कशी form होते? So when the sunlight is falls on an object, consider करा there is a one object. Okay, so first the sunlight can be falls on a particular object. Then the object can reflect the light towards our human eye. जे आपण एखादा ऑब्जेक्ट ऑब्झर्व करतोय, ठीक आहे. सो आता देर इज अ डार्क रूम, आता डार्क रूम आहे आणि इफ वी एंटर इन टू द डार्क रूम, सो वी कॅनॉट आयडेंटिफाय एनी ऑब्जेक्ट, राईट? Why? Because there is no sunlight, there is no incident light. So if there is no light, we cannot observe any object. So if we enter in a dark room, so we cannot able to identify any object from the dark room. Why? Because there is no sunlight. So as the sunlight fall on any object, and if we see that object, so that object can reflect the sunlight, and the reflected sunlight can enters into the our human eye. Okay, so by using iris and pupil, so that information can be provided to our human brain by using optic nerves, and we can identify the images. So in order to identify, yeah, in order to observe the image, we require a sunlight. So whatever the sunlight can be captured by object, that sunlight reflected to our human eye, and the human eye can observe the particular image. Okay, so there are two types of pupils. So as we observe our eye, so if a inner black dot is a small, that is called as a contracted pupil, and if the inner part that is too big, that is called as a dilated pupil. But in our human eye, we can observe these both types of the pupils. So some people having contracted pupil and some people having a dilated pupil. So there is no effect by observing images by using contracted pupil and dilated pupil. But these are the two types of pupils. So generally the human being having. Okay. So identify you are in which type. Okay. So what are the function of these two types? So one is a iris and another is a pupil. So how we can describe our iris? So the iris means a colored ring, and the pupil means in our colored ring there is a small black dot, or some people having a large black dot, that is called as a pupil. Then what is the function of iris? What is the function of pupil? So our function of iris, so it can open and close the amount of light entering in our eyes. So whatever the lights can enter in our human eye, that can be controlled by our iris. Okay, and what is a pupil? So whatever the light, whatever the sunlight, whatever the reflected light which can be enter in our pupil, so that entered light is responsible to visualize a thing, to visualize the object. Okay. Okay. So there are two things. Okay. Okay, first होते का speed is sufficient. Yes. Any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay. But if थोडं फास्ट होत असेल तर इन्फॉर्म करा. We'll go slowly. Voice is audible clearly?
Yes.
Okay. But ये थोडं स्लो झालं. ठीक आहे. When we see the light rays, when we observe the light rays, so there are two things. Either we can observe the object from a near field, एक तर आपण जवळून ऑब्जेक्ट पाहत असेल किंवा एक तर आपण दूरून ऑब्जेक्ट पाहत असेल, राईट. मग डिपेंडिंग ऑन दिस, इफ वी ऑब्जर्व द ऑब्जेक्ट फ्रॉम अ फार प्लेस, so in that time what are the light rays enter in our human eye that are in parallel position. जर आपण एखादं ऑब्जेक्ट दुरून पाहत असेल, so whatever the reflected light from that object, that reflected light can be passing, yeah, they are in a parallel position, that may be enter in our human eye, and our human lens or human retina can capture these lights and can be provided to the optic nerves. And if we observe the object from a distant position, जवळून जर पाहिलं, so the various types of rays can be overlap किंवा overlap to each other. It can be combined to each other. So there are the two things. If we observe the object from far place, and if we observe the object from a near place, so depending on this, our lens can be changed. So if we observe the object from a long place, and if we observe the object from near place, so whatever the change in lens, that can be observed in this slide. So we can easily identify the size of lens can be changed accordingly. Okay, have you observed this? So there is a change in our lens by seeing the object. एक object दूरचा असेल किंवा एक object जवळचा असेल. So depending on that, our lens can be automatically adjusted and transmit to the data to our human eye. Okay. Okay. So in order to produce the image, So our retina, optic nerve, and optic disc. So these three are the important parts to visualize any image. So is there any problem in any one of the part? So if there is a problem in retina or there is a problem in optic nerve or optic disc, we cannot able to observe image properly. So in order to visualize any object by using our human eye, so we require these three important parts uh, are in properly in working. Means if there is a small damage in retina, so we cannot able to observe a image properly. And what is our retina? So the retina is the important part of the human eye. So where it locate, आता आपल्याला retina generally दिसतो का? So the retina is at the back side of human eye. So it consists of two things. One is called as a rods and another is called as a cones. So what is the rods and what are the cones? What are the purpose of rods and what is the purpose of cone? Okay. So the basic purpose of retina. The retina काय करतो? So the retina can convert the light signal. म्हणजे तो काही light signal येतो आपल्या eyes मध्ये. So that light signal can be enter in our retina. So retina can transfer the information to our human brain through the optic nerve, and our human brain can identify the image or the object. So by using retina and optic nerve, we can provide information to our human brain. So the retina is the most important part of our human eye. So as we said, the retina consists of the two things. One is a rods and another is a cones. So it is a rod. What is a function of rods? What is a cone and what is a function of cone? Okay. So our rods are responsible for the night vision. जे आपण डोळ्यांनी पाहतो. So due to the rod cell, आता आपल्या डोळ्यामध्ये there are 120 million rod cells are present in our human eye, and 7 million cone cells are present in our human eye. Okay, so whatever the object seen by our human eye, so that 120 million cells are responsible to observe the object. And if we have to detect various types of colors, जर आपल्याला काय कलर पाहायचा असेल, so the colors by using cone cells we can observe the colors. जर एखादा blindness असेल, so there is a problem in cone cells. So there are 120 million rod cells and 7 million cone cells. जर आता if any person having a problem in a cone cells, that person cannot be able to observe the various colors. आपण त्याला color blindness म्हणतो. So due to the lack of cone cells, the person cannot be able to observe the proper color. Okay, so the cone cells are responsible to visualize or to identify the colors observed by our human eye. Okay, जर आपल्याला एखादा image properly पाहिजे असेल, so there is a one more part that is called as a macula. So the macula can observe, it is responsible to observe a clear vision. जर आपल्याला एखादी image clear दिसते, तर आपण व्यवस्थित पाहू शकतो. हे कशामुळे पाहू शकतो? So that is called due to the macula. Okay, so there is a small yellow part. Okay, we cannot observe this small yellow part in our human eye, but if you observe by using some devices, we can easily observe there is a small yellow dot in our human eye. So due to the small yellow dot that is called as a macula, we can observe clearly. It may be image, it may be object, म्हणजे आपण clear पाहू शकतो. So that is due to the macula. So if there is a problem in macula, we cannot observe the various part clearly. Okay. Okay, so this is the structure of optic nerves. So there are number of optic nerves. So that optic nerve can transmit the message from the various cell in retina to the brain. Japan we observe anything. Okay, so that information can be provided to the brain by using an optic nerve. So if our optic nerve is damaged, so we cannot able to provide the information to our human brain. Okay, so optic nerves are also two important part in our human eye. Okay, so there is a small activity. Okay, so depending on this activity, we can identify how our eye is clear. Yeah, how we can see see an object properly. Okay, so there is a one cross and there is a one dot. Okay, so you can also do this type of activity at your home. Okay, so first we have to draw cross on a small paper, so we can do it later. Okay, and again from the 6 centimeter distance we can put a one black dot. Okay, so after that we can cover your left eye with help of your left hand, then put this paper in your right hand. राईट हँड मध्ये पुट केल्यानंतर काय करायचं, तो जसं जसं आपला रेटिना आहे, जसं जसं आपलं आईज आहे, सो फोकस आवर आईज ऑन दी क्रॉस साइन. क्रॉस साइन फोकस केल्यानंतर जो काही पेपर आहे तो पेपर काय करा आपल्या डोळ्याच्या जवळ आणा. सो ऍट वन मोमेंट द ब्लॅक डॉट कॅन बी डिसअपियर. तो किती वेळामध्ये किंवा किती जवळ आल्यानंतर डिसअपियर होतोय. सो डिपेंडिंग ऑन दिस वी कॅन आयडेंटिफाय our quality of our eyes. Okay, so you can do this thing. Okay, can you do it? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, so in our human eye also there is a one blind spot also there. The blind spot म्हणजे काय? So at that blind spot the sunlight cannot be reached properly, means we cannot provide the information to our human brain by using optic nerves. So in our right eye there is a one blind spot. So at that blind spot no sunlight is captured kiwa not any object is visualized at that blind spot. So every human having a blind spot in a right eye, only in right eye. Okay, wait a 1 minute. Okay, so there are various vision problems. Mata some people having near blind, काही लोकांना असं जवळच दिसत नाही, काही लोकांना दूरच दिसत नाही. दॅट इज कॉल्ड ॲज अ myopia and hyperpia. Means near sliderness and far sliderness. So what is a near sliderness? What is a far sightness? How we can measure what are the causes for near sightness? What are the causes for far sightness? And how we can overcome it? Okay, so okay, so here are the various causes. आता आपल्याला जवळचं का दिसत नाही? So if the distance between our lens, म्हणजे काय आपली लेन्स आहे आणि जो काही रेटिना आहे, the lens आणि रेटिना ह्या दोघांमध्ये जर डिस्टन्स थोडं टू लॉंग असेल, ठीक आहे, सो ड्यू टू दिस कॉज वी हॅव अ प्रॉब्लेम टू सीन द ऑब्जेक्ट विच इज नियर टू आवर आय. जर आपल्याला जवळचं दिसत नसेल, का दिसत नसेल? सो ड्यू टू दिस कॉज, म्हणजे जर आपल्या लेन्स मधलं आणि रेटिना मधलं डिस्टन्स जर थोडं जास्त असेल, सो ड्यू टू दिस वी कॅनॉट ऑब्झर्व ऑब्जेक्ट विच आर नियर टू आवर आईज. Okay, then these are the various types of lenses. So it may be a biconvex lens, plano-convex lens, right? So by using this lens we can overcome this type of problem, that is a near sightedness. Okay, and another problem is a far sightedness. So some people having a problem of near sightedness and some people having the problem of far sightedness. So what are the causes of far sightedness? So as we know the problem of near sightedness. Near sightedness म्हणजे काय? The distance between lens and retina is too long. जर ह्या दोघांमध्ये डिस्टन्स जर जास्त असेल So due to this, we cannot observe the object which are distance to our human eye. जर ह्या लेन्स आणि रेटिना मध्ये डिस्टन्स कमी असेल, so we cannot observe the object from a far distance. त्याला आपण म्हणतो far sightedness, right? So what is the basic difference between near sightedness and far sightedness? So in near sightedness, the distance between lens and retina is too long, and in far sightedness, the distance between the lens and retina is too small. Okay, so to overcome this type of problem, we can use different types of lenses. म्हणजे आपण स्पेक्ट यूज करतो, त्या स्पेक्टची काही लेन्स आहे, इट मे बी अ बाय कॉन्व्हेक्स, प्लॅनो कॉन्व्हेक्स. आपण जे काही नंबर आपल्या लेन्सचे नंबर असतात, इट मे बी इन पॉझिटिव्ह और इट मे बी इन निगेटिव्ह, राईट? 1 minute. Okay, so by using these type of lenses, we can overcome this type of problems. It may be a near sightedness or it may be a far sightedness. Okay, so there is a one more problem that is called as a astigmatism, right? So due to the irregular shape our eye, so this problem can be occur. So due to this, we cannot able to visualize object, visualize the image properly. So that is called as a astigmatism problem of the human eye. Okay, so as we see here, so it is a human eye. So it is in a one lab. So this is our human. Actually, it looks like. What a 1 minute. Okay. So our human eye can be look like this. So it is a real image of our human eye. So the
Sir,
human
it's
eye.
a kawaii.
Okay, so it is similar to our human eye. So sorry, it is a eye of cow, but also our human life. Okay, I have an image of human eye also, but I'm not able to add it. So I have to compare the eye of cow and eye of human eye. So both are similar. So there is a difference between of a size. So actually, I have to forget this one side that is a human eye. So I have to compare the eye of cow and eye of human eye. So both are similar. Okay, so basically the human eye is a two important part to capture the images. So why we can study the internal part of human eye, because if we have to study image processing, so first we have to understand how the image can be formed in our eyes. Okay, so by using various types of algorithms and various types of hardware and software components, we can capture that images, and we can perform various types of operations on our images. So that is called as a image processing. So first we need to understand how our human eye can be work. जर आपला human eye working कसं आहे, किंवा human eye मध्ये एखादी image capture कशी होते, so that we need to understand. And after that, by using various types of cameras or by using various types of devices, we can capture the various types of images and we can perform the operations, right? Means if we observe the image from our human eye, so it is limited to our human eye only. So we cannot process, we cannot apply various types of algorithms. We cannot process on that image. आपण पाहू शकतो, जर एखादी image आपण पाहिली, so it is too large, so we cannot able to compact by using a human eye. But we cannot also जर आपल्याला एखादी image clear दिसत नसेल, ठीक आहे, मग by using our human eye we cannot rechange it, right? So first we need to understand the internal structure of human eye, how the eye can be formed in our eyes, and then we have to go for a various digital devices. That is a digital cameras. By using this camera, we can capture the object, we can capture the images, and we can apply various things on it. So that is a two important thing in image processing. Okay, clear? So in order to study the image processing, we have to study the internal structure and internal part of the human eye. Okay, so is there any doubt? Okay, these are the prerequisite of image processing. So depending on this prerequisite, if we have to acquire the image in a real time, जर आपले image आपल्याला real time मध्ये capture करायचे असेल, so there is a process of image acquisition. So by using image acquisition, we can capture the image and we can bring it in a reality. Okay, so there are basically three types of techniques. That three technique we have to study in a image acquisition. So that is our first point of syllabus. Okay, so we have to study the image acquisition and what are the different types of image acquisition techniques. Okay, so that will be study in a next lecture. So up to this, you have any doubt? Yes.
No, sir.
Okay, so up to this, we can study various prerequisite and the first point of syllabus, that is a fundamental steps. So up to this, there is a one question on a university syllabus. What are the different fundamental steps image processing? What are the functions of it? Okay, so the block diagram of that fundamental step is too important. So we have to mention the 10 blocks and the function of 10 blocks. Okay. I'll take the attendance, then today we'll stop here. Okay, if you have any doubts, then ask me. Okay, I'll take attendance.